shaking your dang on head at yourself.
I ain't did.
You always doing. You was doing 3 days ago in Houston. What is you blowing up and saying all these inaccuracies for to these people? You always doing that. You always doing.
Wait a second, did Melody Shari really just drop a hint that Hill Harper could be the father of her baby? And y'all, Martell Holt is seriously spiraling right now. The internet is in full meltdown mode. Rumors are flying everywhere, and Martell seems to be losing his grip. Twitter's on fire, TikTok is flooded with reactions, and gossip blogs are loving every second of it. People are pulling up old videos, matching timelines, analyzing outfits. It's like a full-blown investigation happening live. And right at the center of all this drama is Martell Holt. Sources close to Martell say he's been acting out, posting erratically, skipping his usual time with the kids, and even breaking down in private. It's like he can't handle what's going on. And honestly, this situation is hitting him especially hard, not just because of who Hill Harper is, but because of the history between Martell and Melody.
No, it ain't accurate. No, it's not actually accurate. You said to me that when we were married, I was going to hotels cheating on you. That's
I didn't say you wanted this.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say that you was.
Yes, you did.
There's
and
a
you
possibility.
said it multiple times.
There's a possibility, because like me.
Well, we know you were
it's
cheating.
It's okay. Okay. I'm sorry for that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Not sorry
I knew
for
they was
cheating.
going to destroy what we had. All this. It wouldn't have been like it is.
His pride never fully recovered after losing her. But to really understand why this moment is such a big deal for Martell, we need to rewind a bit. Let's go back to where it all started. Before the current rumors, before people even linked Hill Harper to Melody, there was just Melody and Martell. If you've watched Love and Marriage, Huntsville from the beginning, then you know these two were once the show's power couple. They looked like they had it all: business success, a beautiful family, and chemistry that made them a fan favorite. But behind that perfect image, things were falling apart.
You have to have people around you who have a similar mindset. Be okay with cutting off people who don't.
It all started crumbling when Martell's infidelity was exposed. This wasn't just gossip. He was having a full-on relationship with another woman while still married to Melody. And the whole thing played out right in front of viewers. Melody was heartbroken, but she wasn't about to let that destroy her. She filed for divorce, stood up for herself, and began putting the pieces of her life back together.
I felt that when you talk about failures, I've had those moments where I missed opportunities because, like you said, you missed that phone call. You were still asleep. Oh, we needed an answer immediately, or you know what I'm saying? And it's like, dang, or hey, I could have packed 100 more orders if I had just gotten up an hour earlier. I don't like feeling like, what could I have done? So feeling like I am using every second of the day is absolutely important to me.
Absolutely.
And you have to as an entrepreneur.
And honestly, she turned that pain into something powerful. She focused on her music, her kids, and building her own brand. She came back stronger, more confident, more grounded, and with a renewed sense of purpose. Martell, on the other hand, didn't grow in the same way. While Melody was healing and thriving, he stayed stuck in this weird emotional limbo. He posted shady things about her online, gave interviews where he tried to rewrite the story, and threw little jabs that made it clear he still wasn't over her. In one interview, he even said he regretted cheating and wished they could have worked things out. But the damage was already done. This wasn't a one-time mistake, it was years of disrespect. And Melody had finally moved on for good. Meanwhile, Martell seemed like he was dragging his pain around with him, never letting it go.
We're going off into 2020. We're about to leave 2019 behind. I'm not sure what else I need to leave behind, but I got a lot of things on my heart that's been heavy on my heart for the past couple months. Certain things that I need to address. Certain things that I'm tired of. Some things that I should have addressed a long time ago. But I hate that I'm even putting this out here on social media, but hey, I don't know. It's a new part of my life right now, and I'm like really getting adjusted to it myself. But I think everybody deserves to be in a happy place. I feel that everybody should be able to speak their truth, no matter what that is. Just be happy And I mean, that's where I'm gonna be. That's where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna get this off my chest, really. And yeah, I mean, that's it.
He'd show up to reunion specials looking stressed out, getting defensive anytime someone mentioned Melody. Fans picked up on it too. It was obvious he still hadn't cut that emotional cord. He couldn't deal with the fact that Melody wasn't just surviving, she was thriving without him. Now, here's where things take a turn. Out of nowhere, Melody starts popping up in public with actor and activist Hill Harper. And Hill isn't just any guy, he's smart, respected, successful, and definitely gives off strong, mature energy. At first, their appearances seemed casual, attending the same empowerment event, then showing up together at a community fundraiser. But then fans noticed a vibe. The way Hill looked at Melody, the way she smiled when he was around, it felt different. Then came a photo that really got people talking. Melody and Hill were seen together with her kids. And let's be real, you don't introduce just anyone to your children. That takes trust and something deeper. Then came the moment that really lit the fire. Melody went live on Instagram and casually said, "Hill's been there for me in ways that mattered." For a lot of people, that was all they needed to hear. Because when a woman says that, she's not talking about someone who just sends nice texts. She's talking about someone who's been solid, present, emotionally supportive. The kind of presence that doesn't go unnoticed. That's when fans went into full detective mode. They started comparing schedules, noticing that Hill and Melody had been in the same cities multiple times. He'd been liking her posts more often too. People were already suspicious, but when that photo of Hill with her kids hit Instagram, the theories exploded. Now let's fast forward to the baby rumors. Melody was at a private women's retreat, not a TV appearance, just a calm, intimate event. She was on a panel talking about how this year was all about new beginnings and big changes. She didn't say anything specific, but it was the way she said it, the soft smile, the glow people keep mentioning, that got fans wondering. Then things got even more interesting. Melody's close friend Miss Vanessa, who's like a second mother to her, was seen in a boutique in Atlanta. Not just any store either. This one specializes in baby clothes. Someone recorded a short video of Vanessa holding up newborn outfits, tiny shoes, little onesies. It didn't have any sound, but people could clearly see what was happening. Of course, buying baby clothes doesn't mean there's a baby on the way. But when it's Melody's closest confidant doing the shopping, and it happens right after Melody hints at new life, it's hard not to put two and two together. That's when the rumors really exploded. Blogs picked up the story, and fans had questions. Was Melody secretly pregnant? Could Hill Harper be the father? Especially since he's been around more, acting calm, present, and involved, not just like a casual friend. To be fair, Melody hasn't confirmed anything. There's been no official announcement. But sometimes, what's not said speaks louder than anything else. And in this case, all the little pieces started lining up in a way that made the rumors feel a bit more believable. Melody's glowing energy. The talk of big life changes. Vanessa shopping for baby clothes. Hill spending time with the kids. It's not proof, but it's enough to raise eyebrows. And let's not forget, Melody has always been private when it comes to her personal life. She only shares what she wants to, when she's ready. So the fact that she hasn't shut down the rumors? That's only adding fuel to the fire. Now, whether or not there's actually a baby, and whether Hill Harper is involved in that way, we don't know for sure. But one thing is clear, Martell is watching it all go down, and it's shaking him to the core. Because for the first time, it looks like Melody might be moving on, not just emotionally, but building something new, possibly even a family with someone who actually respects her. And for Martell, that's got to hurt. While everyone online was busy playing detective, zooming in on photos, decoding quotes, matching timelines, Martell Holt wasn't handling things well at all. Behind the scenes, it seems like he was falling apart. People close to him say that one of the biggest signs was when he missed a scheduled time to pick up his kids. Now, Melody didn't blast him or make a big public scene. She just casually mentioned online, something like, the kids were supposed to be with their dad today, but plans changed. Simple. No shade. No name calling. Just truth. But that short sentence said a lot. Because according to sources, it wasn't just that Martell forgot or was running late, he was reportedly having a complete emotional breakdown. One of his longtime friends spoke out, saying Martell was in tears, pacing around, raising his voice, and repeating things like, "How could she do this to me? And after everything I gave her?" That frustration and sadness turned into a series of emotional Instagram stories. He didn't mention Melody directly, but we all knew who it was about. He posted things like, "I gave her everything, and betrayal hurts more than lies." One that stood out said, "They always move on when you're finally ready." The timing was too on point for it to be about anyone else. And let's be real, this isn't new behavior from Martell. He's known for letting his emotions bleed out all over social media, especially when it comes to Melody. But this time, his posts didn't come off as just sad, they seemed like the words of a man who was really unraveling. Whether the baby rumors were true or not almost didn't matter at that point. Martell's reaction said enough. He wasn't just upset, he was broken. But that leads to a bigger question. Was he heartbroken because he still loves Melody, or just because he can't stand no longer being the center of her attention? And then, just when the baby rumors were starting to peak, people were dissecting every clue, every clip, every outfit. Melody stepped in to clear the air herself. She went live on Instagram. Calm. Composed. No drama. She simply said, "I'm not pregnant, but I am finally living." And that one sentence? It stopped the internet in its tracks. It was powerful. She didn't deny or defend. She didn't lash out or throw shots. She simply spoke her truth. She also confirmed what a lot of people had been wondering about, her relationship with Hill Harper. Melody said they're friends for now. But the way she said "for now"? It definitely left the door open for something more. Fans could feel that energy. Melody also touched on how Martell is still struggling to see her move on. She didn't drag him, but she made it clear his emotional response is not her problem anymore. She's not carrying his hurt or guilt, and she's no longer tied to that version of the past. She made a choice to let go, and she's not looking back. More importantly, the live wasn't really about rumors or drama. It was about her mindset. Melody said something that really stuck. "I'm not tied to the past anymore. I'm good, I'm glowing, and I'm choosing me." That message hit harder than any clapback or shade ever could. But then, she got even more real. She opened up about what she's been focusing on lately, things that matter. Protecting her peace. Choosing self-love. Creating boundaries. Melody shared that being around someone like Hill reminded her what peace feels like again. Do you believe Melody is finally in her peace era? Is Martell just reacting out of regret? And what about Hill? Do you think there's love brewing there? Let's talk about it. Be respectful, be real, and as always, thank you for watching. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss an update. Trust me, if this story keeps unfolding like it has been, there's going to be a lot more to talk about. Until next time, take care of your energy, protect your peace, and remember, you never have to go back to what broke you.